much, but in order to talk, in order to say, hey, can you check out GME? You have to subscribe. But at least now I know if somebody says something, I better pay attention. All right. And we're live everywhere right now. Let me let the rest of the group know, and then we're in. Okay, cool. Yeah, so yesterday's day. Wow. Yesterday's trading day in growth was broke the prior day's low, and sort of that breaks some of the momentum of this up rally that it was having. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-day rally. You could kind of see the writing on the wall the prior day, so 2 days ago, Monday, because we closed lower than we opened. That was the first time in 1, 2, 5 sessions before that in a week. That was first day, and then yesterday we broke the low, and then the prior day's low. It was a really strong drop. So that's where we're sitting today. At the open is right at the low of yesterday, which was also right at the close. And that rally is destroyed, really. Like, I won't say that it's over, but it's been destroyed. You can't make money or trade on that kind of behavior. Yesterday's candle was a real momentum killer, market killer. It could take a week to develop the candles properly again in order to create something tasty as far as risk reward. So everybody's feeling that. And so the market just got screwed in some sense. It doesn't necessarily mean that we're just going to go down from here. That's not what that necessarily means. But it does mean that probably volume will be lighter, or movement in the market will be sketchier. And that the follow through on anything for swing trade is highly questionable right now. You gotta watch yourself, especially across all the growth stocks. Value stocks, let's see. Yeah, value stocks as well. And industrials. Industrials aren't in as bad a shape, but they also got really screwed yesterday. So it's the same story across the entire market. And maybe oil is the only one that's in its own separate league right now and doing all right. How that goes. Again, the oil play, oil prices could come under fire the rest of this year, making them go up because of hurricane season approaching. That's supposedly supposed to be more intense, like a historical hurricane season predicted. And that can affect the offshore, the Gulf offshore drilling, as well as the onshore refineries. So for the U.S., so put that all together, and you have like disruption in supply of about 5-10%, 15%, and so that can pop the prices of oil. to 130 or more if something goes wrong out there. So at this moment, everything pretty much broadly declined yesterday, and that's the boat we're sitting in this morning. Rates are at 3.175, so they're roughly unchanged, slightly down. That can be good for growth, but it's just not enough to really create a good trading environment right now. The candles are just not lined up as such. So we sort of have to wade through. It's almost like you turned off the heat on a pot of boiling water. The bubbles went dead. It's still hot water, but it's not boiling. And so we have to sit here now and wade through the market every day and start to see what bubbles start coming up, if any, or if we're going into an ice age. So that's what we have to look forward to, and we have 5 minutes until the market opens. Specifically, we're looking at for morning momentum. We're looking at some penny stocks, day trades, possibly NRSN. Seems to be the hottest at the moment, and even that's not too hot. Also looking at AKBA, AKBA, XAIR, XAIR, TRVI, and ALNA, ALNA, as well as NXTP. I'm still watching Endpoint, ENDP. Yes, RJ. Yeah, I have it on those two. You might not, maybe you mentioned those because I have those below on the second row here. Oh no, there's ALNA in the middle on the top as well. All right, so yeah, no, I'm definitely watching all that. ALNA has some potential, but see, the problem is you'll start to get this over time. Is all those failures, all the WAP drops, all the pivot point failures, all the retests, the size of the bars, it's the word that I use is scraggly, like a cliff with lots of sharp edges. It's rough, and when these things do the right thing, they're very smooth. You can see the curves, the shapes are smooth, the trading is smooth, runs, the holds, everything is much smoother. And I'm not seeing that, definitely not from ALNA. Maybe I'm seeing the smoothness from AKBA, but the action is, the price levels and the breaks and everything are bad. So we're looking at a bunch of opportunities. ALNA just had a little pop that's promising. If ALNA can break over 28 cents, maybe it can get over 30 cents. And if it can do that, then maybe it can test 35. That's about all it's got going for it, probably, for the open. It doesn't seem too hot. Oh, you did miss them. Yeah. They're there. Big, strong fails over and over. Yeah. And, momentum is it happens because it builds upon itself. It doesn't burn its fuel out. So the way these are trading are killing people. Like a pre-market, it's really screwing people who are bringing extra liquidity into the market. You could call them newbies or whatever you want to call them, but they're not getting a good treatment. And since that transfer of money is happening to a large extent, there's no further trade on them. So for a trade to develop, it's just got to be really hot stock and really hot move pre-market. We have 1 minute and 30 seconds until the market opens, and it'll be interesting to see if any of those do anything in the first 10 or 20 minutes of the market here. Maybe ALNA, but outside of that, the day's likely to be choppy and uninvestable. Take it easy. Watch your trades. Defend your line. Defend your positions. And let's see what happens here. Maybe something will shape up. SBEV, yeah, definitely putting in some great candles the last 2 days. I'll keep that on radar as well. That looks decent. Yeah, SBEV, guys. Good job, Carl. SBEV has a nice curve to it, but it's only 26,000 shares traded so far. SBEV. So it doesn't have the attention of as many traders and as much money. But the price movement is promising. All right, 20 seconds until the market opens. You guys over on TikTok, click the link in my bio to come on over to our trading group. Interested in checking this out. And we're off. Right, not seeing anything yet. And the market is basically going sideways right now. A little bit down. Nothing too radical. AGRX is coming up off of its open. AGRX is attempting to rally to probably yesterday's close of 240. Some action and movement on AGRX. There goes ALNA, ALNA. Hitting 28 cents. Yeah, ALNA struggling to make it over that 28-cent level. Cutting my CRNT position. Penny stock. It cuts that from the right account there. Oil holding at about 113 a barrel. The market now moving down more strongly. That could be a trade today. I have some of the market short since yesterday. Still sitting on some of that. Wow, the market really wants to continue what it did yesterday. Short. That rally is over. Yep, market dropping like a ton of bricks. The high of that rally, 300-ish area on the Qs, ancient history. Yep, Tesla breaking new lows. Yeah, it's funny because Tesla was the market leader about a week and a half ago. Coming out of the gate, looked like the leader, and then it did this funny little move and just went back 100, 200 stocks into the NASDAQ, into the ranking. And yeah, now it's acting like one of the worst ones on the market. Apple's certainly doing much better than Tesla now. Amazon's even up right now, trending up, while the rest of the market is going down. So, there's a lot of strength out there. You just got to know how to find it. You just got to look around, poke around. Alna tried to break 3, but couldn't. Came back down. It's back below 28 cents again. 30 cents, by the way. 28 cents. It's back to 27 cents. So Alna is dead. Couldn't do it. Doesn't have it. TRVI is trying now. The market bouncing off its first low. And now it's making a strong move down. Possibly it will break a new low in a moment here to establish 4-point downtrend. Higem is looking HTGM. Let's see. Yeah, it's doing something. I don't know if it's a day trade, but it's a little more promising on how it acted yesterday. It didn't close well. HGTM. Let's see here. HTGM. There we go. Yeah, right before the bell, it went from 0.85-ish all the way to 1.12. Tested all the way up to 1.25 and is back to 1.12. It's decent action, yeah. HTGM on 14 million shares traded. It's decent. Also, ALNA is back up to almost 29 cents now. You know, we really try to hold out for just, you know, extreme momentum pops, big movers. The market making a new low right now on the industrials and on SPY, not quite on growth yet. So growth acting a little bit stronger than the rest of the market. Growth stocks acting a little stronger, but they probably still will go down today. Devon is getting hammered down. Interesting, you know, and I did see that it was a little bit weak. How about that Oxy? How's it doing? No, that's not looking good. I definitely would cut anything you're holding if it breaks the prior day's low at this point. You got to stay really tight in this market, the way the market is right now. Devon getting pretty close to that point. And you can always even just cut now. Get back in if it breaks high the day. Alna, you up 15 cents since entry? All right. Oh, dude, Alna finally popped. There it is. It's probably going to halt. Let me double check here. Ooh, that's the nice pop that we're looking for. It broke 0.29, and wow, it's at 0.36 now. It's really going. Devon might be a dip buy. I don't know about that. Acting very weak. I think, you know, you need to think of other stocks that are in the same industry and pick the stronger ones. ExxonMobil doing better. And yeah. EVX, Chevron better than Devon. Back here, Devon was not able to make new highs for these days before yesterday and the day before. But if you go over to ExxonMobil, ExxonMobil was making new highs last 3 days. So it's additionally stronger in that sense as well. Alna's hanging around 0.35 right now. Alna with a nice higher low on the 1 minute, pressing into 36 cents, getting very close to breaking through that high of 0.3681, which is basically 0.7. 30. Okay, we touched 0.38 on Alna, so it is still in the midst of a run, of a rally. But it didn't pop really when it broke that high of 0.37 just now. So that's a bit of failure, sign of failure. I've got alerts on all opportunities, most of them anyway, and nothing's alerting. The averages, the indices, QQQ, SPY, S&P 500, and the Dow, they're comprised of stocks. So in order for the averages to go up, stocks need to be going up. And I'm just not seeing that. I'm not seeing stocks come out of any setups. So everything's still in quite the holding period. All right, let's look at some of the others here. While Alna tries to build up its strength again. Yeah, HTGM continues to look good. HTGM is looking like it wants to break out any moment here at that 124 level. I'm not seeing any swing trades pop across my screen, so that's fine. By the end of the day, though, there may be something, and I'll alert it in the group. Is Robinhood a buy for long term? Oof. I don't think anything on the market's a buy right now. But Does Robinhood have a chance? Wow. No. Looks terrible. Hey, there goes ALNA, ALNA, and HTGM just popped as well. So Robinhood has been unprofitable quarter over quarter over quarter over quarter over quarter over quarter. And their revenues have dropped every quarter, every quarter, every quarter, every quarter. So that's not something you want to put money into, man. Alna hit 0.39 on a pretty big candle, a pretty strong momentum candle. Maybe it will continue. Here we go, 0.39. Breaks through 0.40. I think that'll be a big surprise, and there won't be a lot of resistance. That could be another big pop. Meanwhile, HTGM did break 124, went to 128, but is back at 122. There's 0.4 on ALNA. I believe we'll have very little resistance from there. 0.41. Okay, so there is definitely some resistance there. 0.39. Okay, it's pulled back. About that, what? Orders all set up on ALNA. Grabbed it. Trying to be better about that. Okay, cool. The market has done an about face. It's moving up pretty strong. Potentially, Powell said something during his speaking event right now that might have been quite positive. That's a pretty strong move up. That's a change in behavior for sure. And ALNA hitting 0.42. Yeah. ALNA and HTGM are my top two picks on my scan right now. ALNA hit 0.43. And then behind that is AKBA, which I don't think is doing well at all, is it? No, really. SBEV just totally crapped out, went from 3.3 pre-market high to 2.6. SBEV opportunity, no. Just didn't have the volume. ALNA hitting 0.44 now. It's up 47% from the breakout at 30 cents. And it's pulling back now. ALNA. Just coming underneath 40 cents. Alna kind of holding that 40 cent level. I'd say. Opportunities are scarce this morning. Scarce. Opportunities are scarce. I sounded like the SpongeBob narrator. Who lives in a cabin under the sea? Alna. Okay, yeah, Alna is holding that 40 cent level pretty nicely, and so is HTGM, also is trading very nicely following pivot points. HTGM and Alna trading well, relatively speaking. Yes. All right, Alna hitting 0.41. And the market has topped right about where it started. And if it was a more exciting morning, I'd be here a little bit longer, but that's where I'm going to move over to the group. So have a good morning, everybody. And have a little breakfast. Yeah. I'm going to have a little breakfast, and then I'll see you in the group, everyone. So go back on over there. You can go to the live trader lounge and all hang out together to continue. Yeah. Oh, man. Remember that? All day long Wednesday streams? Whew. Yeah. Just give me even a 2-week rally would be amazing. All right. See you guys in there. See you in the group. And for anybody out there on different platforms, just click the link to come on into our group. See you in the group, everybody. Good morning.